Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and today we have one of these really cool credit card locks. I've always thought these are pretty cool locks ever since I first saw them. This one's made by a company who seems to be Operator Time. So you slide this in and push gently and it opens up. Very wobbly shackle, although the body's quite solid. Seems to be completely shimmerable as well. I don't think these are particularly high security locks though, or at least I don't think they ever say that they are. But they're very, very cool. They're actually little 4-pin dimple locks. Let me put a light down here for you and you can see those pins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the latch down here, which if all those are picked, will push down with the card and open up the lock. So actually that's what we tension off. And thank you to Lockpicking Lawyer for showing us all how to do that, because I didn't know until I saw his video maybe a couple of years back. So if you imagine that this card is now inside the lock, I'm just going to get my little Peterson half diamond here. You'll see that there in the lock would be the first dimple pin. And because there's no cutout, you'd have to assume that that would be pushed down to pretty much its full depth. Then you've got two smaller ones, which you'd imagine is somewhere, let's call it half depth, and then this large one, which possibly means that you don't need to push down that pin at all. It might allow the pin to go all the way through. So even though there's only 3 holes, there's actually 4 pins in the lock. How do we pick it? Well, I'm going to pick it in a vise because it's a bit easier to hold it, but you can pick it in hand relatively okay as well. I'm going to go down the side of these dimple pins at an angle and push down on that little latch mechanism there with the tip of the pick. You can see me possibly doing that there, just about. And then we're going to try and pick the pins. So I hope I'm at an angle which makes sense for everybody. I'm going to slide this tension tool in and push down on the latch at the bottom. Use this half diamond to then find any pins that are binding, starting with, let's call it pin 1, 2, then the bottom 3, 4. So pin 1 now. Little something there. Little click on pin 2. Nothing on pin 3. Tiny movement on pin 4 there. Okay, and we're open. Look at that. So that really doesn't take an awful lot of skill. And one trick that I found with this lock, just take the autofocus off. One trick that I found with this lock is that even if you're tensioning on this side, it actually helps if you just use a tip of the pick to, once you think everything's set, just help by pushing down on the latch which runs the full length of this lock. Just give it an extra little push and it seems to work every time really nicely. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the Lockpicking Lawyer for showing us all the technique of how to open these locks, and I'll see you all next time.